Inbound video. We started this journey 3 months ago. It's been very, very challenging. We've made lots of mistakes, so hopefully we can add some value and give you some tips and tricks so you don't do the same as what we did. Hopefully you can move things a little bit quicker. So let's get started. Today we'll be discussing why inbound video, why it's important, 5 ways we use video to gain trust and credibility, how to get started, that's the hardest thing for us, the fear of being on camera. Also, great looking video doesn't have to be expensive or difficult. So we've got some real good options in there on how cheap it can be if you do want to set this up. And some tips and tricks, again some failures from our side, which we believe are great value. Okay, as marketeers, what should we be doing today? This is, as business owners of an agency, we ask this every day. So we thought, who can we go and speak to? Who knows a lot about inbound? Who can answer this question? So we took a flight to Boston last week to, there's Ricky there in the HubSpot office. We went to visit them and we went to have a word with this chap. He invited us over with our video equipment to speak to Brian. So I was there last week. Brian apparently has been valued at 2.5 billion. So when he accepted the offer, we were shitting it, we'll be honest with you. We were sat there and we had the shakes. So we went in there, it was great. We ended up having a half hour with this guy with our video equipment, did a video podcast, and also while I was there, we ended up grabbing his CMO, head of growth, just dragging everyone in the room, and we just ended up doing a month's worth of podcasts. So we was pretty chuffed. So here is a snippet. This will be released this week, but just to give you an idea of what Brian thinks about video. Fingers crossed this works. So again, we've got marketing professionals, they're our viewers, they're our listeners. What should they be doing now? I know we've touched on a lot of stuff and there's that many things to implement. If you were in their position, what would you be doing now?
Okay, a couple things I would do. I would be geeking out hard about video as opposed to text, and figure out how to use that everywhere in your business. You don't have to have a high quality, like we don't have a very expensive setup here. It's not like it used to be. It's very inexpensive. You don't have to be, you have to go to school for it. And then I would be very into social. Like, I don't know how many people people live inside of Instagram. They live in there. You got to get good at marketing inside of Instagram. The younger crowd lives inside of Snapchat. Everybody lives inside of Facebook. You've got to get outstanding at it. Those 3 platforms are video platforms. They are not text platforms. So those 2 things you got to get good at.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the last question was, have you got any tips? You just give us 3, so that kind of overrides that. So
those would be my tips. Yeah, those would be my tips. I would start something like this if I were a company. I would start a blog. I would be leaning into video. Get over yourself. Dig into Facebook.
Well, there we go. From the man himself. If he's turning over 2.5 billion, I'm going to start listening to him. So he knows his stuff. Start geeking out hard on video opposed to text. Use video everywhere within your business. Tip from why inbound video. So we all know 65% of humans are visual learners. We also know our brains process visual information 60,000 times faster than text. Okay, 40% of our nerve fibers in the brain are linked to the retina. So why are we not using video, we ask ourselves. State of Inbound, this is released by HubSpot every year. It is a survey to 6,000 marketing professionals, and over the coming year, 2017, almost 50% of marketeers will be adding YouTube and Facebook channels to their video distribution. Just out of interest, who is using video within their business at the minute? We have obviously our guys, Prodo and lady over there, and a couple more. So around about 20% of this room, I'd say. Okay. Also, 33% of inbound marketeers listed visual content, such as video, as their top priority in the coming year. So some real key stats there. 5 ways we have currently used over the last 3 months to gain trust and credibility, and we have recently, our last 3 retainers, we've won. All the prospects have been watching our video podcasts and listening to our podcasts on a weekly basis. I'll get into that later. We have video tracking on there, which we can integrate to HubSpot. So I think it's it just proves it's real credible, it's authentic. If people are watching us on video, they're getting to know, like and trust us. This is what we're doing in a minute. We're doing video podcasts, so every Friday we'll get a group of our team lucky enough to have a bar downstairs. We'll grab a load of beers, we'll bring a tray up, we'll set the camera gear up, and we'll just have beers and talk marketing. Paul will touch on this later. We'll pick some topics such as personas or video content, and we'll just chat for 30 minutes, so it's conversational. We record that on 3 cameras and we post that every week. We transcribe it, so we've got over 8,000 words, so we can create a blog, and we just repurpose and send that out, and it's that easy. It really is. We've started getting traction now, so we're getting guests at HubSpot and other agencies around the world. There's Jenny, she does the podcasting at HubSpot, and you ask these people and we're amazed they all say yes, and they end up being guests on our show, which is great for us. We just sit there, we ask a few questions and they do all the talking, and then we get all the credit. Just post it online. So absolutely brilliant. So there's one way of doing it. Q&A interviews. So we've started doing a weekly sort of vlog called Inbound Influencers. Again, we're interviewing the likes of daunting, who's a sales director at HubSpot. I think he was the 7th employee. And Ricky, do you want to tell the story? What happened with that a recent prospect? You were saying at Leeds yesterday, the Leeds hug.
Yeah, cool. So we usually deal with marketers when they're sales and agency, but interestingly, the main contact we had was a sales director that we were trying to sell into. So as part of the sales process, we sent over this video that Dan talked about, sales and marketing integration. And one of the things he said was, if you've got a team of old school salespeople, sack one of them and hire a marketing agency. And they did exactly that. Yeah. So it really worked for us. I think having a video where it's the same person in another company doing their job role, someone who's obviously experienced and successful giving advice like that, I think people take it a bit more seriously than if I said, sack one of your salespeople and hire us. It probably wouldn't work that sadly well. But that worked for us.
And it worked, yeah. This company in particular said they couldn't afford the services, so we just, I think they did a paid strategy day, and then Ricky sent this to their sales director, got the guy the boot, and then we got the gig. So
yeah, I feel good about that.
Feel proud of that.
Yeah.
Again, Luke Summerfield, you guys know, great guy. He just loves to be on camera, chats away. Here is a testimonial. So what we started doing is sending our guys out to our current clients. So rather than write testimonials on our website, I send the likes of James, another guy with a camera, and just interview our clients, just ask them a series of questions. I'm just going to give you an example here of what comes back. It's just so good.
When we first met him, he just ticked all the boxes for us almost straight away. Within 10 minutes I knew we were going to be working with him because he just answered all my fears, and we were looking for an agency that could really help us develop our online proposition.
What we wanted to do was actually drag Don Valley engineering into the 21st century.
We were pretty much totally reliant on a technical coder to produce our web.
So I'm not going to let you watch all that. It just gives you an idea of the trust and authority. What we're doing now is we're putting this in our proposals. Our digital proposals, we're putting it on our sales pages, on our website, and it's just instant. I don't think there's any better credibility and trust within a video. That's another tip. We're also doing explainer videos. We get so many of our prospects and clients saying, what do you guys actually do? It's a bit of a dark art. We've got a design company. What do you do? Who works there? What is inbound marketing? What do you do day to day? So we're just telling, again, all our guys to go around with their iPhones and just record their process day to day. And here's another example. I've just pulled this one out of many. It's the Yorkshire Wildlife Park in Doncaster. And we've recently done some illustrations and motion graphics for a big amphitheatre, and the guys just did this on the phone. It took them an hour. So you get the gist. It just works really well for us. And it can be used for inbound as well. Okay. The About Us videos, again, credibility. We're pitching out for big businesses. I'm sure you all are, and we don't want to think we are sort of a one-man band sat in our bedroom. So again, this has all been filmed on an iPhone 6, just flying around our office, just shows the team. Again, I won't let you watch it all, but your About Us page. We've got the same, we've got the drones, we've got the gear, we've got the expensive equipment. It never gets unpacked anymore. We just do everything on iPhones and these cheap budget cameras, which I'll talk about, because they're quick, they're instant, everyone's got them in their pocket.
They're not intrusive.
We've gone the total opposite way, yeah.
They're not intrusive, it's not like you've got cameras, it's just a phone, everyone's used to it.
I mean, our first About Us video took 150 hours, I think, to create. That can be done in 2 hours now. Just with a phone.
I follow quite a lot of people on Instagram and YouTube who have got massive followings now, and all they have is a road mic and an iPhone, maybe a GoPro, maybe 120, 199 camera, and I think gone the days of needing to spend 10k on a video setup.
I agree. We'll get onto that in a second, so yeah, thanks for that. How to get started. So this is the hardest thing for us when we got started. Fear of judgment. Never really been on camera before. We've always produced videos, but never got in front of a camera. And we're all terrified. We're all terrified. I think we had 2 or 3 beers the first time we did it. And I remember the first podcast we did, we got to the end, that was all right. And I forgot to press record on the audio. And then one of the camera's battery went as well. Just a complete cock-up. So it's just fear of judgment, self-doubt, negative talk in our heads. What will people think of me, my accent? Now I've got a Doncaster accent. Who wants to listen to that? Well, Burnley, poor lad. It's just, what if people leave bad comments on the videos? I'll be humiliated. What we found, if someone does say, as you said yesterday, oh, this is crap, someone else will jump in and say, it's not. No, it's not. I enjoyed it. It starts building a thread of comments then. And it starts populating. So it's just what if. There you go, Gary Vee, your man. Yep. Fear kills growth, absolutely. Everything you do in life, it's just get on and do it. So tips we found to overcome being on the camera. So prepare, don't memorize. Again, we scripted everything. We had the auto cues in the background, which sounded robotic, it was unnatural. Just get a list of points and just freestyle, just go for it, and it all comes together somehow. That's what we found. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things, which again we did. Speak from your heart, be passionate. If you enjoy what you're talking about, you're going to be passionate, and your viewers can spot fake a mile away. That's what we always found. Don't focus on perfection. Again, half of our business are designers, and that's what they do. And it's trying to rein them guys in. So look, let's just get it out there. Document, don't create. I agree with what you said. Keep it short and simple. So explainer videos, all the things we've showed you there, try and keep under 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, people sort of lose the concentration, unless it's conversational, such as the blogs Paul will get into later. And just do it. What's the worst can happen? So what we said is, if we record a podcast for 40 minutes and it's crap, no one will see it. Or just take the crap bits out. It's not that bad. It's not like being here now. If I cock up, I look an idiot. If you're on camera, don't matter, just edit it and no one can see it, so it's not that bad. There's always going to be haters, just get over it and just go with the flow. Hug your haters, as we say. Great looking videos don't have to be expensive. Touched on what you said. Free. This is a free setup. If you've got a phone, total budget of $0, it's your smartphone. A tripod could be a book, it could be a shelf, it could be some plasticine or blue tack. Simple as that.